Boucher. Mr. Boucher, thank you for coming by, Mr. Boucher.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No problem. So we look at your company right now. Our company, well, it's not the most liquid, yes, but it's a company that's making a profit. Technically speaking, the company is keeping an upward trend. So there are some positive in that company. First of all, I'll talk to our viewers, what is Ergoresearch?
Ergoresearch is a company listed on the TSX Venture, as you mentioned, and we are manufacturing what we call it intelligent orthotics, mostly foot orthotics, and for custom-made foot orthotics.
Okay.
And we've been releasing last couple of days brand new products. It's called the Ergoresearch that is aimed to revolutionize the way we treat patients with knee osteo-arthritis.
Okay.
So we're in that kind of trend, and most of your viewers will know us from Quebec based on our two subsidiaries that are named Clinique du Pied Équilibre and Orthoconcept. And we have a kind of a famous spokesperson, Mr. Marcel Boucher, who's a well-known personality in Quebec, endorsing healthcare industry at all. And we're very fortunate to have this person on board with us. But the company is kind of well known within its own niche and with its medical doctors. And right now we're on the verge of introducing a breakthrough concept for our future.
Excellent. You mentioned Ordra. Is that the Ordra? Because that's Ordra written.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's the Odra brace.
So what does it do exactly? As you mentioned,
the target really for that brace is knee osteoarthritis.
Okay.
And when we evaluated and diagnosed the market a couple of years ago, we said, there was not a lot of alternatives or valid alternatives to alleviate pain in osteoarthritis for the knee. And we established Living Lab based in Laval, Quebec. That Living Lab enables us to welcome new technology, evaluate, diagnose whatever's coming out of the market, and see what are the best practice out there. And at one point,
So all the products also from competitors?
All kind of products,
Okay,
even from competitors, because we want to know what's out there. And a couple of years ago, we came out with a new articulation that is a distraction brace. It's breakthrough device. It didn't exist before. And it's very simple. It's mechanical device, but it does alleviate pain like no other device out there. And that's a really famous thing for us.
You mentioned Living Lab. It's to test your product, so you don't have to wait. It can be launched in the market pretty fast.
Fast.
How does it work for the safety? Because when you test new products, there can be some side effects or something. How does it work for the Living Lab in terms to mitigate those risks?
Yes, we are very fortunate because that kind of device is a mechanical device. So it doesn't have to, it's not metabolic, it's not pharmaceutical device. It doesn't have to go through phase 1, 2, and 3 of the FDA. And so we're fortunate to be able to launch that kind of device very quickly. And because we have our own scientific committee, we have our own clinician working within the facility, and we have our R&D department and management under the one roof, we're able to have a very quick cycle and make sure what the things that are working, and if they are not, make sure we improve them. And so the launch of a new product for us is the cycle is very short, and we're very efficient in doing so.
Excellent. Your business model, Mr. Boucher, what does it consist of? Because I know you're doing a lot of R&D, you have this Living Lab, but you also mentioned this clinic. So how do they work? Are there some subsidiaries? Are there franchise? Or?
The model is quite simple, and we whenever we enter in a new territory or a new region, we're going to diagnose what is the market condition out there. It's going to be different from one point to another. What is available in Quebec is different than it is in Ontario, and it's obviously very different from what it is in Europe. The healthcare professionals are not the same. The reimbursement procedures are not the same. All kind of things. So we have to make sure we have a solid diagnosis prior to go there. But there are two growth opportunities for us. Innovation, you mentioned it. What we do as far as innovation is we are looking for products that are going to create higher EBITDA for us. That's what we have in mind. We're looking for a very niche market, something that a giant that is not already there, and we can make a difference in that market. If we don't have that gap, that edge, we don't go there. So innovation, but in a sense of bringing higher EBITDA into the engine. So that's very important. Second thing that we do with our growth strategy is retargeting specific acquisition. By targeting acquisition, we're able to cash in on our existing tools and bringing the new innovation. So whenever we're buying a business out there, we're going to bring some new EBITDA power in it. So we're going to create more EBITDA for the company. So there are really the two major axes for our development.
Okay, excellent. So you say that when you develop a new product, the lifetime can be sometimes short. So you always have to constantly innovate.
Yeah.
So what percentage of your income do you usually spend on R&D?
Usually, it's going to be between 5 and 6, 7%, depending on the opportunities we have. We are currently working on 8 different projects, but at the end of the day, all these innovation will be bringing something on the table for us. So that's within the major.
Yeah.
We have a very, very smart team, and we're really focused in the niche market. And contrary to other innovation in other division or in other industries, the orthopedic industries is not very sophisticated. You know, we're not in a high-tech environment.
Okay.
Something in knee osteoarthritis, we haven't seen something very important for the last 25 years. No revolution out there. So really, we're making a striking difference by bringing that kind of device on the market right now.
Okay. You know, you're talking about research. It's important to have that edge when you are on something in a territory that you're exploring. But recently we saw your company. Well, I was talking to you earlier. The company was losing money. Now you came in and finally made the company make money. You rank in the top 240 best profitable company in Canada. Yeah. What is the recipe behind the success? How do you attribute your meteoric rise?
I would really suggest that the economic engine that we put in place, and we have a very smart discussion about that. I have a very smart team surrounding myself, but I'm not the only one on board, obviously. But the economic engine has to be very, very fine-tuned. And so the economic engine for us is our ability to make sure that we are generating some earnings and profits at the end of the process, and that are we making a difference? Do we have an edge? Are we able to work under PI, so intellectual property, IP, sorry about that. So intellectual properties, which is the case for the other brace, and which is the case also for our foot orthotics as well. Okay, so they all
you have all intellectual properties on all of those products, right?
We have for the foot orthotics that we are manufacturing in an automated way in our facility in Laval, and for that new brace, which is the first distraction brace, it's a license that we have for the Canadian market. And the Canadian market for osteoarthritis, for the knee osteoarthritis, is about $3 billion. So it's a very important market.
Excellent. Usually when companies have strong growth, especially when they were small and now they're starting to get some money in, sometimes investors are wondering, is this growth rate sustainable?
Yeah.
So how could you reassure investors like, oh, okay, that's what the company is rising, the company is making money, but if I invest now, would I be able to just continue to make money for the few years to come? You know, there might be competitors getting in. How would they keep innovating and have more money? What do you respond to those fears that some investor could have?
That's a very good question, but on our end of the deal, we see it as the beginning of something, not the end. So we're really at an inflecting point of growth and earning growth as well. So we are putting in some new devices, protected intellectually, and that are targeting very lucrative market. The knee osteoarthritis, $3 billion market. Who knows where we're going to be in 5 years from now? So, and really, we are very, very. It's difficult to see how much we're going to take, but we are sure that we are increasing the economic engine, bringing in more money per sale, and at the end of the day, we're going to target also some acquisition. So I think it's the beginning of something, and that growth is sustainable on that matter. That's for sure.
You develop this for the knee. Are there other parts of the body that you're currently working on? Some projects you develop for the elbow, or
we do we do carry those kind of line of products within the distribution center that we have, but as far as R&D, we're pretty target and pretty niche market within the knee and foot. So we're really targeting those. But and for other opportunities, we're looking for acquisitions sometimes of companies rival companies that have bringing some interesting device innovation, and those might be part of some acquisition program that we have down the road. But really, our target for R&D, because we're a small company, is really geared toward knee and foot. So that's our basis, and only in orthotics as well.
Okay. One thing I've remembered from what you said is that you have a smart team. I know you're not alone, you have a smart team, but you also have a big partner. You call a big brother.
A big brother alliance.
Prosthesis. So could you describe the relationship? Because like when you have a big company and a small company, sometimes it tends to be like the big company tend to look at the other company like from downside.
And it can be.
How does it describe this relationship?
We were very fortunate to have an evolution of our relationship within the last couple of years, and Prosthesis was the founding partner of Ergoresearch. So even though Prosthesis is a very large company from France, they're in 16 countries, and they're one of the large players in the orthopedic industry worldwide. And we were very fortunate that they were the founding partners of Ergoresearch in Montreal. And when I joined forces with Ergoresearch in 2005, they were already there. And they really play hand in hand with us. Okay. And we are very fortunate to have them on board. They are a strong believer in what we're doing, and they are looking very enthusiastically into the future for us and with us.
So are they like the type who are like telling you, giving you, because I'm sure they help you financially a little bit, especially for the projects, the 8 projects you're currently working on. So are they the ones who usually are taking the lead, telling you, Mr. Sylvain, you should look at this, or are you guys able to make your independent decision and after show them, look?
One thing we've done, and I think that was a very wise thing to do for us, is that we were very profitable from day one. When we joined forces in 2005, we were profitable at that time. So right now we have 2.5 million in the bank account, and we're looking for opportunities right now to grow. So they were really exciting about the business plan, and because we are such a strong growth company, they'll look at us and say, keep going, guys, you're doing great work. So it's the other way around, and we're having a lot of fun with these guys. They're going to visit us in the next couple of days, and we go there also. We exchange information on worldwide level, and it gives us opportunity to have a sense of what's going on out there, and to bring whatever is good and new out there, we could bring it into Canada, and we do it also the other way around. Whenever our technology is developed here, we could ship it overseas, and that's a very win-win situation for us.
Excellent, Mr. Boucher. It was really an interesting company. I think some investors have been now convinced that your company has a sustainable growth rate. So look forward to see you in the next 6 months to make another update on this on your company.
That'd be my pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. Boucher.